Welcome into the Broncos Breakdown. I'm Matthew Peterson. We got a mailbag for you guys today. We're going to go through a couple of questions. So just a quick PSA here. If you ever want to get your question on the next mailbag, we post a YouTube community post on Mondays usually. Just keep an eye out for it, or just comment on any of the videos. I'll scrub through it. I'll pick out some good ones. We're going to keep these nice and short, get you guys on your way as the Broncos get on their way to prepare for the Baltimore Ravens in Week 4. It's going to be a good one. But without further ado, let's get into our first mailbag question. This one coming from Jesse Williams. If Teddy continues to play decent ball throughout the season, should the Broncos extend Teddy or draft a QB and have him learn under Teddy? You know what? This is the first question I've seen that doesn't revolve around trading for Aaron Rodgers next season, and rather drafting a quarterback, which is Jesse, not a bad spin zone out there. I don't know, Jim. All right. In the words of Tony Romo, I don't know. I truthfully have no idea. Just like how the Broncos front office has no idea who the starting quarterback will be next year. I've got a couple of facts for you guys, though, quickly here. One, I know Bridgewater his contract ends at the end of this season. I know Aaron Rodgers definitely wants to get traded at the end of this season. I know college quarterbacks this year are not looking good at all. So, to me, it doesn't seem like a rich college quarterback draft class. Haven't seen many people jump out to me. I mean, Spencer Rattler, for example, at OU, was kind of the unanimous #1 overall pick already. And he's definitely not a #1 overall pick as of right now. Probably not even a top 5 pick. So, will they draft a quarterback and have him learn under Teddy? Well, let's first get across the bridge of, will Teddy be back next year? And if so, maybe draft someone. I'm not opposed to that. But what I want to know is Teddy going to get re-signed? Give me a Y for yes or an N for no in the comments section. There's a lot of football left. Okay, if Teddy continues to play the way he is right now, yes, you have to re-sign him, okay? You can't just walk away from a quarterback that's putting up phenomenal numbers, all right? A quarterback who's on pace, of course, for an undefeated season. That's not going to happen. But he's on pace to definitely bring this team to the playoffs. That's a fact right now. It's only been 3 weeks, but it's hard to crash a ship that is 3-0. You hope you're not like the Chicago Bears of last season, but you never know. All right, next question coming at you guys here from Braxton30. Are you fully sold yet? Yeah, just jumping into what I was saying here. 3-0 isn't hard against the Giants, the Jets, and the Jags, especially with the next games being Browns, Ravens, Raiders. Well, quick, we got Ravens coming up, then the Steelers, then the Raiders. But I agree, the Browns are later on. That's week 7 or 8, Thursday Night Football, I believe. That's gonna be a good one. But am I fully sold yet? Yes and no. But here's the deal, yo. You can only beat the team across from you. Okay. The Broncos didn't make their schedule. This isn't college football where you get to make cupcakes. Okay, the NFL gives them a schedule. The Broncos have gone out on 3 Sundays and have dominated on 3 Sundays. Okay, it's all you can ask for them. Would this be the same conversation if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play these 3 teams yet? Probably not. Okay, so give credit where credit is due. The Broncos shut out the Jets. All right. You can't ask for much more of a better performance than that. They picked up 2 road wins to start the season. Not an easy thing to do in the NFL. To win back-to-back road games from Mountain Time to East Coast Time right on the coast, that's not simple things. These are difficult things for any NFL team. So for Denver to go out and start the season 3-0, really exceeding all expectations, am I sold yet? I don't know what I'm sold yet on. Am I sold that they are a legit team this year? Yes. Am I sold on they are a lock for the playoffs and there's no way they're going to lose the next 3 games? Not there yet. The Ravens will be a good test. Win or lose, the Broncos will either A, show the NFL that they are really legit if they knock off the Ravens, or B, keep it a close game, and if Justin motherfucker Tucker puts up a 66-yarder to beat the Broncos, so be it. But that's where I stand right now. Broncos fans, go ahead right now and subscribe to the Broncos Breakdown. Never miss a mailbag, never miss a preview, a recap, whatever it may be. Subscribe today to the Broncos Breakdown so we can give you all of the latest Broncos news, rumors all season long. So make sure that red button down below is gray by the time this video is over. Next question coming here from Atlantis Gaming. All right, Von Miller, Comeback Player of the Year. So I talked about this earlier in the video I did yesterday. If you didn't catch that one, it was my Week 3 overreactions. Probably not, okay? It's just tough to win an award in the NFL and not be a quarterback. It's plain and simple. All right, so as it stands right now, these numbers change often, okay? So don't quote me on them, but they're fluid. But this gives you a rough idea of where Von Miller stands in the pecking order, all right? Dak Prescott plus 150. And then there's a big drop-off, okay? Because after Alex Smith's injury a few seasons ago and him winning Comeback Player of the Year award, a big precedent was set. If you come off a very bad injury, like Dak Prescott did, and you are a quarterback, which Von Miller unfortunately is not, you are a shoo-in. It is up to you to lose it. So as long as Prescott doesn't just completely fail, which I don't think he will. He doesn't even have to bring this team to the playoffs. If he is competent and just putting numbers like he already is right now, he's going to win. I think Von's only shot to win Comeback Player of the Year, he's got to have 14 to 15 sacks, and the Broncos go to the playoffs, and Von Miller has a huge sack and fumble, a strip sack on Patrick Mahomes. He needs a lot of storylines revolving around him to unseat a quarterback, which, by the way, the quarterbacks have won the last 3 Comeback Player of the Years award winners. The last defensive guy to do it, unfortunately, came from that KC team, but a great story out of Eric Berry, who won that back in 2015. So let me know. Give it a stab here. What do you think the percent chance Miller wins Comeback Player of the Year award is? Let me know in the comments. It's going to be low. It's just tough for non-quarterbacks to win an award that is open to quarterbacks. It's plain and simple. I'm putting it at 10 to 15%. I won't put it much lower than that, but it's a long shot right now, no doubt about it. All right, that last question from Atlanta's Gaming, talking about gaming, how about doing it at BetUS? All right, here's the deal. You go to chatsports.com/bet. You're going to plug in the promo code Broncos125. BetUS is going to hook you up with a 125% deposit bonus. In English, you put 100 in, they're going to match that and tack on 25 more percent. So 225 to play on the Broncos, who, let's go back really quickly here. Week 1 against the Giants, 3-point covered, easy. Week 2 against the Jags, covered. Week 3 against the Jets, covered. So the Broncos are trending to a covering team right now, so maybe put some green on them. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125. All right, next mailbag question here. Broncos staff, go sign Golden Tate, please. All right, so clearly this is stemming off the KJ Hamler injury news, who unfortunately suffered a torn ACL in Week 3. And with Jerry Jeudy going down in Week 1, Hamler in Week 3, this is a very thin wide receiver group all of a sudden. It was one of the deepest before the season started, but injuries going to injuries. Plain and simple. It's out of your control, kind of to a degree. I'll leave that up open interpretation. Like Josie Jewell getting hurt in Week 2, happened on special teams play. Should he be out there? I'm not a coach. I won't put my hand in that jar. I'll let you guys get your head bitten off for that one. But here's how the Broncos wide receiver depth chart currently stands. So without Hamler, you're looking at Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, and all of a sudden, Deontay Spencer, wide receiver 3. That is where you look at the board and go, probably needs to make a change. Because you can make it with Sutton, Patrick, and Jeudy as 1, 2, 3. That is still a very good wide receiver unit. Who knows how long Judy's out for, though? It's an ankle injury. You learn your lesson with Bradley Chubb, right? Who maybe pushed an ankle injury too quickly. So do you want to do the same thing with Jerry Jeudy? Here's my question for you. Should the Broncos sign someone? All right, type S for sign, type P for pass. If you're going to sign someone, a name tossed out there like he mentioned, Golden Tate. Tate was last with the Giants. He's an old guy. He's a veteran, all right? He's got some connection with Pat Shurmur, the OC, from their days in New York together. I don't know. I think Tate's days are best behind him. But then again, there's no one out there right now whose best days aren't behind them. I'd be curious if they were to make a trade. It seems like a big panic move for wide receiver 3. But if they think Jeudy is out for half the season, for example, and isn't coming back until week 9 or 10, I don't know if you can roll Deontay Spencer as wide receiver 3 for that long. It'll be curious to see what Vic Fangio and GM George Payton decide to do to address this issue.